Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Gotta change it up a bit, But yeah, welcome back to Farlands or Bust. What episode is it? Episode 518. We are out here on our own little island sort of situation, but it's episode 518. It is also, last I checked, or last I estimated, anyway, it should be Tuesday. Tuesday, October 13th, 2015. Isn't that right, Wolfie? And we are going to continue to the Farlands here in episode 518. Did I already say? I think I already said the episode part, but we're continuing west to those Farlands. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Pay no attention to the compass because it does not point north. It points back to the original spawn, not the last bed. Can I do some science just to prove? Because there's such misinformation that happens in regards to this. People are convinced that your compass will point to your last bed. My last bed is in there, where I will spawn if I die. I have walked past that bed, and it still points east, because that is where my original spawn point in this Minecraft world is located. So the compass always points back. So as long as I have it pointing down, pointing behind me, then I know I am headed in the right direction. Or, like I said, just follow where the sun sets, and that'll be good too. Not to say I've never gotten a little bit confused and started walking in the wrong direction or anything like that, but yeah, we are continuing on. And continuing on, indeed, the Child's Play charity widget. There was like no pause or like full stop anywhere in between those two sentences, but the Child's Play charity widget at farlandsbus.com had a little bit of a hiccup, at least this morning was the first I saw it. Just a little bit of a problem on the end of Child's Play charity. Obviously, that whole system is hosted on their own servers and their own system, so had a little bit of a hiccup. So if you went to farlandsbus.com, at any point on Monday in the morning, you might have noticed that the widget didn't load at all. It was just an empty div, if we're going to be speaking in web design terms. It was just an empty block level element, and that was just because they had a little bit of a problem, but it went back up. I decided to do some other recording first here. And once it's up, now I'm recording Farlands or Bust, and I was able to get an updated number, a nice round number too as well. $6,620. Right there on the dot. $6,620 raised for Child's Play charity this season, Season 6 of Farlands or Bust. We're trying to raise $60,000, so we're just over 10% of the way there. So I do appreciate all those continued donations. Child's Play charity, they get toys, books, games to kids in hospitals around the world. A great cause that we've been supporting since June of 2011 when we first started calling this series Farlands or Bust. And only good things have happened and come from the Child's Play charity donations from Farlanders and viewers like you. So I'm happy to continue supporting them, and I'm very happy to see the continued enthusiastic support from you guys. It's great stuff. Good stuff all around. Ooh, spooky. So yeah, like I said, farlandsorbust.com, that should be back up and running. Right there on the homepage is the donation tracker and a little button where you can donate, and you can always ask a question. You can always ask a question when you donate in the comment box there, and I will hopefully get to it in a future episode of the series. For example, Exhibit A, we've got a question here from somebody who goes by Not Esteban. Esteban. Not Esteban. It is not Esteban. I wonder who that could be. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. But yes, Not Esteban has asked a few questions here. Hold on, let me try to navigate this kind of precarious landscape here. And then, I said precarious. Be precarious, Wolfie. Well, you don't be precarious. The landscape is precarious. You have to be carious. Not precarious. I don't... What does that word even mean? What is the origin of that word? To Wikipedia, to thesaurus.com to find out the etymology of that. What's the etymology of etymology, say? All these hard-hitting questions we're going to answer here in Farlands or Bust. But yeah, Not Esteban says, I've noticed a lot more music likes. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was just going to be a bunch of random spires. Oh, it kind of is, actually. Neat. It's kind of pseudo Farlands or Bustish. Farlandsy? Farlands or Bustish. Oh god, Wolfie, careful. You know, these are sort of the structures and the weird, you know, it's basically, the Farlands are essentially this, but repeated, an entire wall all the way around the entire map, and all intersecting and upside down and backwards, and sand falling up and down and sideways. Not really, but it just falls down just continually. But that's why this caught my eye. It's very Farlands-esque. So let's ruin it. But yeah, it is. It's like this stuff, a little bit closer, tighter packed, and then it just, it's like you take a zoom tool and it zooms all the way into infinity. Or, well, at least until 30 million blocks away. That's as close to infinity as we can get here in Minecraft. So, neat. Kind of like the pseudo Farlands here. Sounds like some sort of over-the-counter drug that people buy to make meth. Pseudoephedrine, isn't that what it's called? Anyway, also another friend of ours from YouTube. Fedrin, get it? Nope. All right. Pseudoephedrine. She's only kind of Fedrin. She's an illusion. All right. Sorry, Not Esteban. I'll get to your question in a moment. Oop. Not Esteban is having his questions not answered. Not Esteban, I've noticed a lot more music likes from you lately. Years ago, you said you would kind of cut back on the music listening. Feeling groovy lately? I haven't, like, deliberately cut back on the music listening. I'm just unable to listen to music. That, in as much I can't do it while I'm working. Obviously, I can't listen to music right now. It would be recording. And I can't listen to music while I'm editing videos because I need to edit the audio and get the you know, the sound levels right. So I would normally, while web designing, listen to music, and then, you know, at some point I would pink sheep. Yes, ba to you too, pink sheep. Ba to you too. Wolfie, let's get a picture. Oh, let's get a picture with the pink sheep and the pseudo Farlands in the distance. Ah, quick, no, come back. Yep, no, Wolfie, oh, dang it. Stop moving. Bah, there we go. Nope, sort of. You're ruining everything, pink sheep. Ah, now it's out of range. You're out of order. This whole system's out of order. There we go. I kind of want it to be over here. Wolfie, pink sheep. Hey, pink sheep, over here. That was a good whistle. I normally can't whistle that well on command. Oh, sorry. I'm freaking out, Eva. Pink sheep. Ah, he's not going to come over here. All right, let's just get one more. Wolfie? Yeah, you. Boop. Looking at the camera? No? Not at all? Nope. All right. He's having none of it. But yeah, neat. There's been quite a few pink sheep lately. We're still carrying around the wool from the previous pink sheep. Previous pink sheep wool. Yeah, you. I am going to take your wool as well. I don't know what we are collecting it for, but we are. We're hoarders. Since we got rid of the glowstone, now we got to carry around pink sheep. Whoa, pink sheep. The pink sheep of Pseudo, is that how you say it? P-S-U-D-E-O? Pseudo, of Pseudo Farlands. This is episode 518. I normally put the date in there, but that really doesn't matter. It's the pink sheep of the Pseudo Farlands. Ah, I almost punched Wolfie. Wow, he really likes that sign. He does, she does, they does, they does. They really like that sign. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? You're kind of hanging out in a beach, a desert here, so this will probably feel good to get the heat off. You ready? You ready? Look at me when I'm about to shear you. Look at me. Wow, I guess two 2 wools each is really all sheep give, is it? Anyway, neat. Neat little pink sheep. Boing. He's happy. Yeah, see? Very happy. Now he can fit in with his friends, despite the fact that he's naked. They will no longer ridicule him for being a pink sheep. Him or her. Him, they. I don't even know. They don't really have genders here. It's a digital woolen creature. I don't know that we need to start applying stereotypes and gender norms to them. So they. Let's make an elevated hidey hole here, conveniently close to the pink sheep sign of Pseudo Farlandsitude, and I'll finally, hopefully, maybe, who knows, get around to answering not Esteban's questions in the morning. And awakeness. And there's some wild wolves in this over there. Pink sheep could have had some big problems from a wild wolf. Boop. Yeah, Wolfie knows. Uh-oh. Pink sheep? Oh yeah, see, he's gone over. There was another sheep over there. He's gone over to join. Look at friends, I got a haircut, finally. Woof. So yeah, a lot more music likes. He's talking about, I don't know who not Esteban could possibly be. They're talking about, on Twitter, I have it hooked up so that it will obviously share every time I publish a video onto Twitter, but it also then shares anytime I press the like button on a YouTube video. It's mostly music. And yeah, I don't listen to music as much as I used to be able to. I have started to utilize my cell phone and my tablet to have Google Music playing in the background while I'm getting ready in the morning or making my coffee or eating my breakfast. It's kind of a way I'm kind of discovering some new music. It's also, like I said, the new Subaru Crosstrek has Pandora that when I do very rarely get to drive any distance that would make it worthwhile to turn on and sync up the Bluetooth to my car. It's a lot easier on me to listen to Pandora versus over-the-air radio, which is crud. We talked about that before. So I discover a few new artists, or I hear a song that I've liked and I've heard before, that then it's like, oh yeah, that song is pretty awesome. Let's go to YouTube and find like a live version of it. I tend to prefer finding live versions of songs versus just listening to the album version that somebody uploads. So I'll find a live version of said song and like it to share it with you all, to inform you as to the musical likings of myself. It's also kind of I'm trying to get in the habit. It's a little bit difficult and different when you have... this is kind of a weird road to go down, but I would probably click the like button a lot more frequently if I didn't have the share to Twitter feature enabled, which is a little bit backwards of me because I often ask for people to like my videos, on YouTube, because it helps with the algorithms and it helps my series visibility and stuff like that. But the fact that I have a lot of people following me to watch my videos or my content, it doesn't make as much sense to like a bunch of videos that suddenly are showing up and pushing my videos down my Twitter feed, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a weird business situation that's a little bit strange, I guess. But I do whenever possible. Yeah, but most of the time, it's like 1 or 2 songs or something like that I feel like sharing. Let's go with the real reason. They're all... You know what a subtweet is, don't you? I made a joke. I made a joke once, guys. Do you know that the majority of the time I'm on Twitter, I'm just making jokes? Like, Good was lost in LA, so he tweeted a picture of himself at a bar, and I'm like, yes, because alcohol it has long been known to improve one's memory so that you're not lost, so you know where you're supposed to be going. Silly little dumb jokes like that is what Twitter comes to, but the subtweet is kind of a weird thing where you tweet about somebody, but you don't name them or tag them. Normally in an insulting or unflattering fashion, but let's just not always unflattering, I guess. Just in a way that you don't want them to find out. So think of all those ways. So there was I forgot what was going on about subtweets, but everybody in my Twitter feed was talking about subtweets. So then I just posted a picture of the U-505 submarine and said subtweet. This is a subtweet. I was considering my comedic composing was considering just posting the picture of the submarine with no text, but then I figured that might be a little bit obscure and people might not get that was a subtweet. So I had to put down subtweet, which in and of itself might have been a subtweet as an insult to the intelligence and joke-getting abilities of my followers. I don't know, but yeah, let's go with the real reason I'm liking certain songs. Just they're not even all new songs. They're like old songs. Like today, I liked a Nirvana song, and from way back in the day, and they're actually all subtweets. They are pseudo subtweets. I am thinking about somebody or at some situation, anybody, and I am liking music videos with them in mind, but without tagging them. It's like super sub-like. It's a sub-like. It's not a like. It's a sub-like. So I have just invented a new thing. You shall all rain praise upon me, and I shall be written about in the Know Your Meme website. From this day forward, the term has been coined sub-like. Sub-like? Sub-share? Oh god, I'm subterranean right now. I just fell down a hole. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, it's just a really weird, substantially dark little area. Substantially. It's very substantially dark. Oh, there we go. It was just a lighting glitch. Oh, sorry, Wolfie. I seem to have entombed you forever. He'll teleport. But yeah, no, I'm always surprised people like respond like, "Oh, I didn't know you liked such cool music." I'm like, "Who do you think I am?" I'm constantly like liking these types of songs, and everybody always asks who your favorite artists are or what music did you listen to or that or the other, and I'm always saying all similar things. So get on with it, I say. Hey, pig, get hit, and then get wolfied. There you go. Thanks. Ooh. That pig was very fortuitous for us. So yes, just feeling groovy lately there. Not Esteban. Not Esteban continues. Have you watched Rick and Morty yet? I know, it's all over the internet, and you're probably tired of hearing about it already. But seriously, it's one of my favorite shows of all time already. Already! No, I haven't. What channel is it even on? Rick and Morty. I don't even know. I'm considering canceling my cable. I don't know why I have cable. I was talked into having cable. The stupid triple package play internet bundle crud that now all of a sudden is full price because it was a promotional thing. I got roped in. Got roped in, see? So yeah, I'm thinking of canceling all that stuff anyway, so can't watch it anyway, I guess, in the future. But I just got a call. Yeah, I got a call. Oh god, I really hate calling cable companies. They're the worst! But anyway, thanks for the donation to Child's Play charity, Not Esteban, and your questions. You helped coin a new internet terminology, but I'm going to take 100% of the credit. Take that! Put that in your F1 car and smoke it. Jokes! We've got another question from Megatrain, some sort of Decepticon or something. Megatrain asks, why did you choose to go west? Oh, hey, didn't I? Maybe that's why I started talking. Look at this place. The landscape is getting kind of weird here lately. I've been told time and time again that getting further and further out from 0-0 doesn't affect the terrain generation until you literally reach the far lands. It should be business as usual. But I'm finding it harder and harder to believe that's the case. Because there's some weird, wild, wacky stuff that we really normally wouldn't be seeing. But then again, I don't know anybody who was playing Minecraft beta doing either a Let's Play or whatever that has played, you know, they just kept upgrading with 1.8 and 1. You know, full release. So nobody's ever spent this long in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. We are getting to know it very well. So this all very well might be very normal for the game, for all we know. But yeah, why do you choose to go west? We just talked about that. I think the way I explained it in episode 11 is that, like, west seemed to be the way that explorers went exploring. I should very easily specify Anglo-European explorers, that is to say, from Europe to try to find a way to Asia and India via way of the Atlantic Ocean, and then there turned out to be a pesky little continent in between, but they went west, and then, you know, once... Ooh, that just collapsed, didn't it? Yeah, we just missed it. And then, of course, you have the folks who did end up settling in the Americas, ended up going west, probably for worse than better, I suppose, when now we look back at it in the history books, specifically in regards to the environment and the indigenous people who previously had already rightfully owned this land. Wow, look at this waterfall. Enough about reminiscing about terrible atrocities of the white man across the Americas. Look at this neat waterfall. Ooh, it's got like fingers and everything. It's got fingers, everybody. Fingers. Let's go make an elevated hidey hold. Whoa! Next to the fingers. That thing just popped out of nowhere, didn't it? Wow, this whole valley is popping. Well, I'm in the valley. I guess the mountains are... Wow! Wow! Sorry, I need to chop this down, because this is where I'm going to make my elevated hidey hole. Wolfie, however, you're going to sit, because this is a little bit dangerous. Neat. It will all be revealed to us in the morning after I go to sleep here. That was a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous indeed. You thought the pseudo farlands were neat. Wait till you get a... What's the word I'm looking for? What's that saying? Wait till you get a load of this. There we go. Yeah, you can't even... You can barely see it. Just wait till you get a load of it in the morning. And... amazing landscapeness of the waterfall fingersness. Neat. That's craziness. I want to go over there and look what that is. We already passed by that. That's an amazing waterfall. There's a spider down there. He's amazing too. All right. It's time for 360-degree panorama. Boop. 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 This is the noise my camera makes. Boop. 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 The burning zombie. Boop. 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 That should be enough. For a 360-degree, I could do the whole up and down and make a whole globe, but I'll never do that. Awesome. 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 Let's check out the waterfall fingers. Oh, it filled in. The finger filled in. That used to not be a... There used to be a gap there. That gap. Neat. Let's go stand under the waterfall. Oh, some sort of tourist. Woo! This is living a life. Careful, Wolfie. Excuse me. But yeah, I guess that was my reasoning behind going west. Also, being able to easily keep track of where we're going by simply following the sunset was a plus. Also, that was the direction that my cabin faced. When I spawned facing east, as you do in Minecraft. You spawn facing the sunrise. But then I built my, careful Wolfie, cabin on top of the hill, and I had a very long staircase going down to it, so I figured, well, the path, this is the path, this is the beginning of the path, and then it kind of trails off, obviously, because I'm not going to make a path the entire way, so this is the direction I will head. So that's kind of west. There was really no other further, there wasn't that much thought. I think I decided, I'll have to go back and watch episode 11. Everybody go back and watch episode 11. I think I just decided on the spot. I'm like, which way should we go? Megatrain continues. How would your journey be different if you had chosen a different direction? Well, I don't know that it would be much different. It's entirely plausible that we wouldn't have gotten Wolfie. I mean, maybe we could have found another lone wolf at some point in that direction that we then would have tamed and called Wolfie at the time or something like that. I suppose that could have been different. But yeah, other than the fact that it's a completely different direction and would have spawned completely different landscapes, just all of the things that we like this, we would have never seen this. We would have never, even early on, episode like 33 or something like that, we wouldn't have seen the Canyon of Woe, you know, the amazing. Oh God, we would have not have gotten shot at by that skeleton. Gotta go. Oh, you're a persistent little peculiar peanut butter cup. What? So yeah, I mean, just all that stuff, but we would have seen other things that would have maybe just been as amazing. Or we would have named something else. Oh, this is a nice shot right here. Wolfie, you wanna get in on this? You wanna get in on some of this? Sweet picture taking business? Oh, well now you're... There we go. Wolfie? Oop, something's walking up behind me. It's a chicken. It's just a chicken. Woof. Neat. Oh, and you can see the elevated hidey hole there in the distance. So yeah, it could have been completely different. I suppose it would have also been difficult to know when to go to sleep because we wouldn't be facing the sunrise or the sunset, excuse me. So we wouldn't have known, you know, we probably would have gotten caught off guard quite a few times when the sun sets and it's like, oh gosh, it's suddenly really dark out. We can see the moon rising. Ah, gotta quick make a hidey hole. If you could go back... they say, I presume the Farlands are the same distance in each direction. Yes, I never took my coordinates back at spawn, however. Because you don't technically spawn at 0, 0. You could be 100 or 200 pixels off in any direction. So it's possible if I spawned to the east of 0, 0, and you know, I might have passed the 0 point. It's possible I'm taking a slightly longer way there. Of course, that's like a half a day's walking, 100 blocks, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. But yeah, they are literally in any direction. If you go 12,550,820 blocks from 0, 0, you're going to run into the Farlands. If you go diagonally, you're going to hit the corner Farlands where they meet in a corner. So it is an equivalent, an equilateral. It's a square. It's a square. It's an equal with equal sides. A square with equal sides. Make up the Farlands around the Minecraft world. If you could back, would you choose a different direction? No, I like west. West is good. Whoa! As he falls to his doom. West is great! Splat. So yeah, I think west... Ah, careful, Wolfie! West works. It makes the sense. Bye to you too. Bye to you too. That was some fine landscaping we just saw back there. Ooh, there's a little bit more up here. So yeah, thanks for that donation and the questions. Let's see here. I said I was going to see The Martian this weekend, but I still have not done such things as these. But Mary asks, do you think The Martian will rekindle public interest in the space program, at least for a little bit? Well, I think it has, for a little bit. And certainly NASA has dove into that ball pit to try to get as much... Ooh, look at these little shy pumpkins. They're off in the corner here kissing. Are they? Yep, they are. Their faces are facing each other. Get a room! Get a room, guys. I'll give you a room. There you go. Get some privacy pumpkins. Privacy pumpkins. Oh, man. Sounds like some sort of product. Somebody looking over your shoulder while you're using your phone? Get a privacy pumpkin. Only $19.99, as seen on TV. So yeah, I mean, NASA, if you follow any of the NASA feeds or anything like that on Twitter or wherever, they've been making their references to The Martian and kind of using it as fuel for manned missions to Mars, or just exploration of Mars for funding and whatnot for their Orion program, their what are they calling it? I forgot what they're calling it. The whole Beyond Earth Orbit program. That's been met with some criticism. I'm pretty sure that they assisted in the production. A lot of times, films, if they include space travel, NASA-related stuff, they will assist in the creation by consulting any way that they can. Famously, however, Gravity, probably the previous most well-known astronaut NASA movie, NASA offered help, and the producers and director of Gravity refused. So even though, I mean, they probably had, and I'm pretty sure they had, independent consultants, because they got a lot of the details about the shuttles and the space stations down extremely well. So yeah, I'm sure they had outside consulting, but NASA themselves, I mean, NASA even helped with Armageddon and that last Transformers movie that I never saw. There was something filmed at Kennedy Space Center, or something was going on. So yeah, they tend to do that a lot. So I'm sure, I don't know, I should make sure, but I'm sure that they assisted in some way. And some of the actors have gone to the Kennedy Space Center, and Matt Damon went to JPL and hung out with the Mars rover. They have a little kind of a sand dune play area, I guess you can call it, a sand pit, a sand... what are those things called? Yeah, like a sand pit, where they test the Mars rover analogs to see what kind of terrain they can, surpass. A lot of what they're doing now is testing out the damage on Curiosity's wheels. Has incurred more damage than they anticipated, so they have pretty much duplicates of the wheels and the rover that they can drive around different obstacles to see what sort of damage is incurred on the wheels. So I think Matt Damon was there, and there was photo op and press stuff. Ooh, this is dangerous, this is dangerous, this is dangerous. Through the gap, mind the gap. That gap. Ooh, ow! Alright, a full heart. I suppose with that kind of movie where there's like a life on the line and it's about rescue and stuff, there's always the chance of, I don't know, somebody might see that and be like, no, space is too dangerous. We mustn't do such things as this because we're going to lose Matt Damon to the universe. So, yeah, and then there was, I forgot, I'm trying to, speaking of like staying awake too late, let's go in right here. We're pretty high up on a mountain, I think, actually. Oh god! Oh god! Spiders! We have a spider infestation. Where were you, Wolfie? Thanks for your help on that one, by the way. Somebody, like on Twitter or something, was like collecting a bunch of tweets of people who thought The Martian was based on a true story. Was this based on a true story? Did this actually happen? What? What? We might need to take a step back before we can turn the public's interest in spaceflight and maybe turn their general knowledge of spaceflight around. Who knows? But yeah, I still haven't seen it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Of all the kind of the space people, the spacemen that I know, the space advocates, and those interested in space that I follow around seem to really have enjoyed it and thought it was really one of the top human spaceflight themed movies in perhaps all of history, or at least recent history that they've seen. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it, but have yet to have seen it thus far. Woof! Neither is Wolfie. He's waiting to go as well. I don't know if they have tickets, a little discount, wolf discount, dog discount, four-legged discount. Who knows? This is the last day, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm afraid I'm one of these days just gonna like make an episode half the length because I forgot that I didn't sleep 2 previous nights, but I did. We did. And what else we did is continue donating to Child's Play charity at farlandsbus.com now that the widget, the method for donation is back up and running. Right there, helping get toys, books, games to kids and hospitals around the world. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate your support for Far Lands of Bust. My name is Kurt. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Boop. 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 Boop.